Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today, you guys, with more Kamen Rider Geats. Last time just blew my mind. We are officially in that part of the series where, like, they're just gonna start taking big actions like this, like taking people out, maybe bringing them back, maybe not. I'm not sure. What an episode. A couple things have come to my attention since I watched it, mostly from you guys in the comments. So I'll just kind of briefly get into, how I'm feeling a week later and, before we head on into this next episode. So before I do all that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. That helps me out a lot and helps my channel. So thank you so much in advance for that. All right, you guys. Last time was pretty intense for a lot of reasons, but I think obviously the big reason was the ending and the way in which Sara just got taken out. It has come to my attention that it doesn't look like the actress who plays Sara is completely done with the show yet. So maybe there's still hope that we'll get her back. I think I kind of misunderstood what was going on at the end because we had Tsumuri kind of like making the switch and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's wishing Sara back. And what you guys explained to me was that, she was actually granting Keiwa's wish, and that's why we saw that like new form at the end, which was really nasty but also awesome looking. And this is what Keiwa and Baroba have been after the whole time. They've been after, let's just give Keiwa that push. Let's give him the tragic origin story to really make this interesting, which is so sick. I gotta say, they're probably like the most despicable ones on the entire show. Even like the actual, I don't know, like the actual DGP like higher-ups were pretty nasty too, but I don't know, there's something about like doing it for business and doing it just for like personal pleasure that, I don't know, the latter just feels even worse. Not that either one of them is good. But yes, we had Ace going around just like actually like doing his DGP stuff, which is like the true DGP, like what we all thought it was going to be. And then we just have all these factions now of like the higher ups still they're still like they brought in a new game master. They're like making deals. They're doing all this stuff. I don't know what the cards were all about that they gave to Baroba and Keiwa, but I'm sure we'll find out. And then we have, of course, the aforementioned duo. They're just there just to get off on it. It's just so sick. And then we have Daichi doing his thing. Just kind of like really leaning into the mad scientist kind of thing. Just the whole setup with like, a lot of you guys were saying like you knew as soon as Daichi was fighting Jyamato, you're like, oh my god, I bet that's what it is. It took me so long to figure it out, but like once I figured it out, I was like, no, that's so grotesque and awful. And poor Michinaga too. I said Michinaga, right? Not Daichi, because for some reason I've been like saying that interchangeably and I don't know why. But Michinaga, the irony that like the whole reason he's here, the whole reason he started fighting was because Kamen Riders took away someone close to him, or at least like didn't do anything about Kamen Riders taking away someone close to him. And to think that like he, as a Kamen Rider, took out somebody's family. Oh, and close friend too, because like how is Naon gonna handle this as well? Like they were pretty close friends. But yeah, it's just tragic, and you could just see that like he was ready to take the hit, for like he was not gonna try to defend himself. He was not gonna try to excuse it or get out of it or anything. Like you gotta respect that to a degree. But yeah, like I don't know if they're gonna. Someone suggested like maybe she wasn't really killed. She was just like taken somewhere. I don't know. It looked to me like she did like the Marvel disintegration thing, which is really upsetting and just really awful to have like Keiwa. Just, oh, Keiwa. And they've been building that for a while, that they just really want to take Keiwa to like a dark direction. And I just feel like that's what they're, that's okay, that's where we're at, you know? Which is just so awful because he starts out as such a like sweet, wholesome, like almost to the point where we're like, this guy feels like he should be the Kamen Rider of the show, you know? And now they're just going to drag him through the mud. So, all right, guys, there's only one way to find out what's going to happen next. It is to jump right into the next episode of Kamen Rider Geats. Let's do this. Yeah, that's right. Oh, he's all alone right now. Keiwa. Oh, his eyes are just different. Oh my god. Oh! So they're planning on, yeah, they're planning on going to other worlds and spreading their BS too. They're planning on another grand end. Oh, this is starting to feel kind of Zero-One-ish. Oh, no. Oh! Jeez. Oh, God. Okay. Oh! That's what that means. Oh, yep, exactly the same boat. He's like, you know what, we'll just let this one go. We do still have that to deal with. No, it's not. It's absolutely not your fault, sweetheart. Right. It's not going great, but it's, you know, he's working on it. He also can't do very much without taking like misery. Right. Aww. It's a good goal. Yeah, like how can you give up on bringing joy? Glad we know that. Let's get her somewhere they can't get to. Wow. Ace is so... She doesn't align with them anymore. Nah, their interests no longer align. She's like, I'm your sis now. I love that Ace, though, is like, look, we need to get your... What are your feelings on this, you know? He's such a good leader. Okay, you need to GTFO before I just break my gosh darn screen. You destroyed him! Or you tried. I don't think he's really gone, but... Oh, God. Sweetie, he's just broken. Don't mess with his head right now. He's in pain. Yeah. I'm so done. I'm so done. Why would you drag him to this state? That's what he's going to come to him and be like, there is a way to get your sister back, but you've got to fight as a Kamen Rider to get your ideal world, and we want a lot of good juicy drama, and we want to see you. God. Oh, yeah, he thought he was doing that too, didn't he? That's another thing. Like, he didn't know he was... Oh, God. Oh, okay. So there's no way to tell then? There's no way to tell when you're separating. What is happening right now? That was... What? He clearly didn't mean to do that, though. And I think even with Sara, he thought he was splitting them, and he didn't know it was Sara. Oh, you don't look good at all, sir. That's all you care about. That's all you care about. Yet here's your daughter who you treated like an object coming to visit you. Whoa. They clearly didn't... Yeah. Clearly didn't respect you as much as you thought. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of lost all his connections, I feel like. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think we're done. I mean, he hurt a lot of people to get what he wanted. Yeah. But after that, he just... I think that has a big bearing on people's lives and actions, and wow. Oh, and next we cut to Loveless. Okay, well, that was kind of ironic. Oh my god, that's Tsumuri! Oh my god, baby girl, you look so nice! Oh, we're gonna fix you up. Oh, look at you now, baby girl. The thing is, when you got Ace, he's like, hey, girls. Yeah, that's exactly what they're after. They want it to be their world again. Whoa. Oh, so what's your deal? What's your investment in all this? Oh, good old punk Jack coming in to save the day. Yeah, he's like, you're not getting my Tsumuri. It's 2-on-1, but man, this game master's just out of control. What? He came to help. Okay. Because I bet Kakara got him back in the game thinking, like, you could still get your sister back if you go fight as a Kamen Rider. Oh, God. Are you implying yourself? Oh, no. He did just... Yeah. Everyone, sweetie. Even you. I know. Poor Keiwa. Sweetheart, they set you up. Yeah. It's what Sara would have wanted. I'm very... This scene makes me very uncomfortable with the music and everything they're doing. Yeah. Ha! Okay, see, that's how I'm like... She's like, sure, yeah, okay. So we're gonna... Well, okay, we're gonna... Or, I mean, you could just wish for Sara to be back, is what... Like, why don't you just wish Sara back? Oh, that's no, guys. Okay, now we're getting into like some like Attack on Titan level nastiness. No. He's like seeing her. Oh, and there's, oh God. I mean, now he's like pretty actively doing it. So we're, yeah, but, see, the thing is, oh, if we let the Jyamato just loose right now, they could go kill more people or hurt more people, but, I mean, I would not want to be in that ethical situation. Oh, man, he's just, Yeah. Oh, that might not have been. See, I feel like we could just switch for Sara back. Well, the finger, though? What? Whoa! Oh, it's so boss! Oh my god. Yeah, he's gonna have a special weapon too, though. Look at that. It's pretty freaking awesome! Whoa! Bujin's sword, you guys. How am I... Oh! Oh! Ow! Wow, is this the end of Michinaga, though? Oh! Baby, you are not. Sara would not. Whoa! No! No! Yeah! Yes, sure. That's what it looks like. Just fighting to be happy. Why on earth would you not wish for Sara back? Is there a reason we couldn't wish for Sara back instead of... I think, you know, I think he's just so... I think at this point he's just so angry, you know? I don't even know. I don't even know. But I love the new form. I hate the situation, but I love new form, and I think Michinaga is gone for good. I think Michinaga might be gone for good. Could it, like, I'm really stuck on this. You know how I get sometimes. I probably just am not understanding something. Is it because in order to bring a whole life back, she would need more of that gleam or whatever it is? Like, we'd have to start sacrificing people in order to do that. Maybe it's too big of a request at her current power, but she could give him, like, a new, power that will power him up. Maybe that's why. It's the only reason I can think, because she literally brought Ace back from the dead. Like, the exact... I would just bring Sara back! Bring Sara back and be like, I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with you Kamen Riders anymore. I lost my sister once. I'm good. We're moving. We're moving out of town. That's what I would do. But I think he's just so angry. I think he really wanted the revenge. I think he wanted... It's weird to see Michinaga taken out by the same kind of anger and determination that we've always seen from him, from Michinaga. Because someone close to him was taken, and now he was going to make the rider responsible pay. And there's just something like really, I don't know if this is the true end for Michinaga, because on a show where you can rewrite reality and everything, I really don't know if anything has any meaning anymore. Because like eventually I have a feeling at the end we're just gonna like wish everyone back. Like everyone will be wished, everyone who died will be back. Like the boss guy, I don't know, maybe even their parents, I don't know. Maybe not their parents, but like I have a feeling that Sara will come back. Michinaga, I'm not sure, but probably. I mean, that's why I'm like just not as like what as I would be, because like we literally have two people on the show who have that power to like, but again, maybe there is a limitation in like how much, like, you know, I can produce, you know, a suit of armor, but I can't produce a human life without taking some kind of like equivalent of that, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. I have no clue. But like, honest to God, why would you not just wish for Sara back? Because it's not as interesting though too. And they set him up. They set up this whole crew. And clearly, like, they are not done pulling the strings on everything. Jito is really, really scary because he came right out and said he's not fighting for ratings. He's not fighting for any of the stuff any of the other ones were. He has some other stake in this, and one that feels a lot more disconnected from any kind of, like, more mundane agenda of, like, ratings or something like that, you know, like, keeping the show going. Like, clearly he has something else going on. Oh, man. I really don't even know if that's the true end of Michinaga. But the way that he kept seeing Sara too, it's exactly what I said. I'm like, he is not going to be able to handle the guilt. And then he just went on and kept, See, that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, did he even know that like he was going to kill whoever was in there? I don't think he did. They didn't know about stage 2 until like the end of the last episode. So what I'm thinking, oops. I have some hair hanging off of my I was trying to get it, but then I was pulling the whole hair. I think he really honestly thought he was just going to split that person. And had no idea it was Sara. And probably had no idea he was going to kill the person. Then in this one, he gets the idea like, okay, clearly we're just killing people, but if we're killing people who can't be saved, it's reminding me a lot of an anime that I'm actually rewatching right now. If you've seen it, then you know. If you don't, I won't say what it is because it's I don't want to spoil anyone. But like, does it not remind you of that? If you've seen that, where like we have these like human equivalents of a monster that like can't be saved, and so we have to make that decision to like, do we take them out knowing that they're human beings who are suffering, but they can't be saved? But here they're saying, like, maybe we could. I mean, again, if we have godlike powers, if we can find a way to, like, build those powers without taking misery from others, or taking, like, I guess technically you'd be, like, taking joy from others and making misery. If we could find a way to hone that power, especially with, like, Tsumuri and Ace combined, I mean, we could literally just bring back everyone or undo all of it. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. It is kind of like different stakes. In a way, there's big stakes, but there's not. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to put it, but Tsumuri chose to be with Ace, which it makes total sense. She clearly has way more scruples than any other person in the original DGP, maybe with the exception of like Jin and Kyun, who were kind of changed by their experience. But I love the shopping scene. That was so cute. Really, it's like a cool breeze in hell because like we're just in such a dark time on the show right now. Naon going to visit her dad, and her dad just being like, "What?" You know, you guys pointed out to me too. Like the way I interpreted the scene with her mom in the last one was like, wow. Like at the end of everything, her mom just kind of realizes the error of her ways and realizes that she really cares for her daughter. And you guys were like, actually though, is it just that like she is clinging to anything and like now everything else is gone and now she's gonna treat her daughter well because she literally has nothing else in the world. So like that kind of sucks. I can see how her dad is like very much doing that too, like was seriously just using her as an object the entire time this iteration was around, this iteration of his daughter. And now he's like, oh, everyone else has left me, so now I'm gonna need your help. It's like, he deserves to be in there. He heard a lot of, like, how many good people died and got hurt and everything because he was in on this nasty, awful game that just plays heck with people's lives. Plus, just personally, he seems like a kind of a piece of trash, too. Just the way that he's, like, treated the whole situation with his daughter and everything. But even just, like, legally speaking. Okay, guys, so we finally are doing the dark Keiwa story, and I'm so sad to see him, like, he really did start this out wanting to help everyone. He didn't just want to help his family. He wanted to help anyone who had been hurt by this game, by this process. And I think what they've done, I'm not trying to take all the blame off of him, but they have really systematically manipulated him into, like, just breaking him down and everything. You know, Sara was the only one he had left, and I can see why, especially since there's been, like, no time for him. It's not like, oh, okay, well, you know, a couple months has gone by, and, you know, this is still what he's doing. I mean, it's literally probably been, like, 12 hours since she died or something. Maybe not even, and, you know, it's all just still fresh, and they got what they wanted. They broke him. And they're going to use him now. When he first whisks away Tsumuri, oh my god, I had the horrible thought that, like, what if Kakera was like, look, we'll give you some really cool power if you will go and get Tsumuri for us. And just play it like you're saving her. And then just... So I'm glad it wasn't that, but he was definitely there to get his power, too. He went right to the source. to like get the, I just like, I'm, it's gotta be the limitation. It's gotta be the limitation factor, because otherwise, why would you simply just not ask for her back? There's gotta be that, right? Because that's a giant plot hole otherwise. At least I feel like. So I'm guessing it's because they can only do so much without taking from others. So like a life would be too much. That's what I'm gonna tell myself to make it make sense. Because otherwise I'm like, bro, you're putting a lot of extra work in front of yourself. Maybe he just wanted revenge. You know? Maybe he's just been pushed too far this time. Dang, I don't know about Michinaga. This might be it for him. It's very sad, very ironic in a lot of ways. All right, guys. I have no clue where we're going with this, but man, I cannot wait to find out. We have 9 episodes left, probably, assuming this is a 50-episode season, which they usually are at least between 48 and 50. So yeah, we don't have long to find out, but wow. Great episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please, oh my goodness, please don't leave me on like a character dying every episode and all kinds of nonsense happening. I will need your help for the foreseeable future, so please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.